The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make it.
All right there, Swifty people, how are we? It is Season 3, What's the Script, Episode 16. And this week, first of all, Chris, how are you, mate?
Yes, I'm doing swimmingly now that there's cold air about and we're not in a microwave or an oven anymore, you know what I mean? A microwave. Well, fuck
Oh, fucking microwave. Your head explode or something? Sorting about.
up. Read
Try to say my name is Ping.
Aye. No, but I was smashing. Back to being able to walk about with it drenching a t-shirt.
It was quite warm this morning. I took the wench to nursery, school. It was quite toasty, but hopefully it's calmed down. I can't wait for the winter to come in. Fucking, it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down, in my opinion. Isn't it?
Aye. Aye. Well, when you're as cool as me, mate, it's easy.
Jesus Christ. Just call you the Cube, man. Hey, Cubes. How you doing, man?
It's not easy being cheesy.
So this week, mate, it was my pick. I knew what it was before we ended last week's episode. Told you right away when you asked anyway, but it was 1996. Danny Boyle directed Irvine Welsh's book called Trainspotting. And it's an absolute, not only a cult classic, it was just a classic for its time. I think the only thing that hindered it being a worldwide classic was the dialogue. Do you know what I mean? And even back then, it was so risque. I was 96. I'd left school and went back to school after a year of working. So I was right in amongst it. From a nostalgia point of view, I don't know anybody back then that didn't have a Trainspotting poster, T-shirt. Hair. I had the hair, like Sick Boy, but Paul Gascoigne just joined Rangers at that time and all, so it was a bit of both. And it done me some good stuff up the dancing, up bunkers and that, you know what I mean? That was about 10 stone ago. But, mate, you've probably seen, I know you've seen this as many times as I probably have.
Aye.
Would you think it?
I've seen this far too many times, mate. As much as I think it's a brilliant film and I like it, I also hate it. It's just horrible.
Why?
See, parts of it are just pure horrible, mate. And
Oh, no, definitely.
the fact that it's like, you know, that people are still living that way, it's, know what I mean?
No, totally get you, but for that time especially, and there was an epidemic back then in the 80s and 90s, it was brave, and it was bold, and it was, fuck you, this is a film I'm making, and this is what's happening. There's no point in sugarcoating shite. I mean, I
Aye.
don't know if the day it would happen, it would be more of a serious film, whereas this is a kind of a morbid comedy, innit?
Aye. I think that's because they had to do it that way, because if they'd just done it, like, I can't believe that was people, they wanted this film cancelled because it promoted drugs. And I'm like, at what point? You know what I mean? It's telling you both sides of the story, you know what I mean? Why these people do it. And
Aye.
usually the outcomes of it, you know what I mean? And you're like, I just don't understand people saying that promotes drugs. It's
I
just,
don't see the promotion in drug use whatsoever. Apart
No.
from the references where they say, Renton says, take the best gorgasm you ever had, multiply it by 1,000, you're still nowhere near it. And then Alison and on, know what I mean? That's better than any hot beef injection That's better than any cock in the fucking world. That's my Edinburgh. Yay!
I know. She's, she was like that woman. Mine thought it was in the old Galaxy adverts. One wee block off it. She was like, oh.
That's right. Do you even remember the Cadbury's Caramel adverts? The bunny?
Oh, I do. Aye.
Aye, she's just lying there, all sexy bunny man cartoon. Hey, Mr. Beaver, why you beavering around? Have a bit of my chocolate. Fold my ears and the like. This makes it all sexy.
Sex sells, apparently.
Apparently. But aye, so for any, I'll go right out there and say it. For any idiot who hasn't seen this film, who professes to be a lover of cinema and all its genre and splendour, Trainspotting, in a nutshell, basically renting. As a drug addict, he tries to mend his ways by moving to London and starting a new life afresh. He, however, is pulled back into the world of addiction by his friends, but that is just, as I said, a tiny fucking synopsis of what this film is. Do you know what I call it, mate? It's, and you'll probably go, what the f... Aye, right enough. Scotland's version of American Pie. Because, aye, we did like go to school and high school and leave school and want to get our hole, but we wanted to get fucking mad with it. I know, do you know what I mean? As
Jesus.
possible.
Oh, this bed is on fire with a cigarette.
Yes. Aye. I was going to start singing, this bed is on pissy or something like
Oh,
that.
mate.
So, mate, as I said there, Irvine Welsh, spoon-burning bastard that he is, wrote this book as part of a series, didn't he?
Aye. There's a few of these Skag Boys, Trainspotting, Porno, and I think there's another two. I'm not sure what they're called.
You got something into?
Aye. Aye. See, part of this film is the Trainspotting book and some parts of the sequel, Porno, in it. But
That's right.
it's just mixed in together for a good old time.
It really is, mate. For a good fact that I found out, this film was done on a budget of £1.7 million sterling, and it became the most profitable film in the world in 1996, making back 72 million. So,
Aye.
what a markup, eh?
Aye. And it was filmed in 7 weeks. Know what I mean?
Aye.
For such a cult hit.
As and
But you usually find that. Know what I mean? See when it's like films that don't have the big mega budgets, they actually do a lot better. Know what I mean?
Definitely. Apart from, well, Mad Max, that's had the best markup we've ever had, hasn't it?
Aye, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Is that then you look at what just say Indiana Jones, that new one there. What was that? 300 million?
Aye, plus.
You know what I mean?
I think it had the most costly marketing campaign ever. I know. And what's that done? I've not even seen it, mate, to be fair, and I will probably enjoy it, but there's no way it's going to be a £350 million film.
Oh, it's like I say, mate, this was made for what 1.5. That was made for 300 odd, and people will be watching this long after, a lot more times than they will watch the Indiana Jones one, because it's no Indiana Jones for me. You know what I mean?
Of course it isn't.
He's too old.
The Last Crusade. Last Crusade. End. Thank you. Good night. We will remember it fondly. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So this was...
directed by Danny Boyle, wasn't it?
That was the making of the man.
Aye. I mean, I like Danny Boyle's films. I like a lot of them there. But, well, just fun out as well. They were always... Mind, I was telling you that I watched that thing, it was all the cast and directors and that all talking about the film.
Yes.
Years later, they were talking about how they were going to make a sequel like a lot earlier, but there was a falling out between Danny Boyle and Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, that's right. Aye. What was
Something,
it for? Do you know?
I think it was. I think apparently it was something to do see with the film The Beach. I don't know if Ewan McGregor
DiCaprio.
was. He was to get that part, and DiCaprio go to. I don't know what it was, but that's what caused the rift. Know what I mean?
There you go. That Obi-Wan, man of the people. Never forget where he came from. You're not giving me that part. Fuck you. Because I mean,
Goodbye
working
there.
together. Hello there. I mean, working together. McGregor and Danny Boyle were kind of fresh just after doing Shallow Grave, weren't they? A couple of years before that, or something a year before that, I can't remember. And that was the two of them. What a film that was as well. Remember watching that and thinking, "Whoa, this is took a turn. This is quite good. This, do you know what I mean?" But this one was released by Miramax and Polygram and Film 4 as well. And there's obviously a couple of wee bits about how over the years it's been tweaked to accommodate American audiences and stuff. And there's been, for whatever countries, they've taken off certain bits of nudity and put in other bits, and it's smashing.
Because I was laughing at this. Apparently, when it went to America, the first 20 minutes of this had to have subtitles. Only Mad America's like, what the hell is he talking about?
Oh, I hope it was in a southern accent, man. Hope it was a pure trailer park accent. Choose a big goddamn television, man. Choose a big fucking washing machine. What about the car, man? Choose life, motherfucker.
Changing the character names to that. Hey, Brandy!
What's your name? Billy Joe. Well, you got two names, Billy Joe. Because my mama named me after the two guys she thought might have been my daddy.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh.
That's America.
Oh, brilliant.
So, as much as I was saying there about the pop culture of this film, it was fucking huge, especially in Scotland and in England as well. Posters, do you know what I mean? T-shirts, the whole shebang. But the soundtrack, mate, I don't know anybody that didn't or wasn't playing that soundtrack when they're in the house.
Aye, it's brilliant.
Tremendous.
Aye. And again, obviously watching that thing yesterday, I didn't know that David Bowie had a big part to play in that, so they could use a lot of the songs in it. It's like, Big Davy, still changing the world, man.
I mean, aye, exactly, because I tell you what, for 1.7 million a budget, to push all these songs through in today's market would have probably been about 20 million in licensing fees just to use them. Do you know what I mean? But there's 3 songs on it that'll always be Trainspotting for me. And it's obviously Lust for Life, Iggy Pop, Underworld, Born Slippy, and Atomic by Blondie. Every time I hear these songs or I play them when I'm gigging, doing the DJing, it's just yes, I'm in the volcano.
I'm the volcano. Well, I think the 3 songs I always associate with it, you know what I mean? Pick that in the teaser. The teaser.
That's the one I got. That's one I would have got.
Aye. But it's brilliant, man. I didn't say that at all. See the cast, mate. The cast is just superb. Just
fantastic.
I don't know. It's probably the perfect cast in it because everybody's just like perfect.
We say that a lot, right, with the films we watch because more often than not they're our favourite films, aren't they? But even you're right. Back then, even the A-listers back then, you couldn't have done it with A-listers or B-listers, and these guys are all just at the start of their fledgling careers. Look at Jonny Lee Miller now. You know what I mean? Look at fucking wee Bobby Carlyle.
That's it, mate. Because all of it went to bigger. It's not nice. What's her name? Kelly Macdonald, is it? She was working.
Kelly Macdonald. Sorry.
Again, that thing I watched yesterday. She was working in a cafe next to a record shop when they found out that Danny Boyle was handing out leaflets looking for actresses. Know what I mean? You're like that.
That's right.
So it's like her debut in anything. Know what I mean?
That's right. Aye. It's never even got a fucking part in Braveheart, you know what I mean? And every Scottish person was in that. I was in
I was
it. But she's went on to do brilliant things. She's done period dramas. She's done Disney. I think the latest thing I seen her in was Line of Duty. And she still talks like that, very proper and like, hello, how are you? Do you know what I mean? Which can be a bit annoying, but she wouldn't be talking if I had her out for a cup of tea, I'll tell you that.
I should be drinking tea.
Through a straw, 'cause I break teeth.
Oh.
Her mouth over the pavement, do the friggin' extra. Holy
But,
on.
the same with Bobby Carlyle. See, he was saying
Absolute stratosphere. You know what I mean?
Aye. Know what I mean? There was a guy around here, he actually named his dog Begbie after this. Oh, brilliant, man. But he didn't want that part either. He was, would rather went for Sick Boy because seeing his, obviously they all read the book sort of thing. And in his imagination, he imagined a bigger guy, like a monster. Right. And I think he says it was that Danny Boyle says to him, went, no, it's the wee psychos that are the best psychos.
That's it. And then you've got to, especially for Begbie, right, the wardrobe for him. That was every guy's dad or uncle or somebody I knew growing up in the 80s, 90s with do you know what I mean? The Slazenger, knitted Argyle sweater, denims, white socks, and black slip-on shoes. And the gold, obviously, dripping with the gold.
Oh, superb, man. I know. I mean, see, I don't know why it is, right? But he's probably my favourite character in the film. I don't know why, because he's a horrible bastard, right? But I think he's my favourite character. Who's your favourite character?
At the time, it was Sick Boy, because honestly, that's what I used to get called. Getting up to I was a lot slimmer back then. I had bleached blonde hair. Used to go up to the dancing at the weekend. I had like just white shirt, a black tie, and a pair of fucking mad checkered trousers on. Just used to click the fingers, and the babes would form a queue. You know, I liked him. I thought he was suave and he was cool. He was a devious bastard as well.
Aye.
But you get that feeling off him that he was going to make that deal. He was going to get somewhere. But obviously, you find out that he's just a fucking ranging. You know what I mean? As much as we've got favourites, the film wouldn't work without any of them. Even Spud, man, when he's lying in the gutter, Diane sent him a letter. Spud was asking for you, or I think that's what he was saying. You tell Mark, right? That's been fucking brilliant.
Oh, it's just, mate, see the comedy through it as well. It's on point, isn't it? It's so perfect, man.
So good.
Considering how dark things get, know what I mean? It's just the comedy and it's superb, man. Oh.
You're engaged right away at the start of the film with Iggy Pop, big giant fucking banging in the drum, dum 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 dum, and just a chase. You're like, oh, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? Renton and Spud getting chased through brilliant backdrops, Edinburgh, places we've all walked down as well. You know what I mean? And then while you're getting chased, you're engaged in that. He's telling you a story, I know. You're like, oh, fucking. So you're sitting like that, listen to Renton, man, and wondering if he's going to get caught.
Aye.
And it's that poster I had in my wall, Choose Life, that big spiel, man. And I'm sure I had a T-shirt as well. Or I'm remembering everybody else having a T-shirt.
Aye. I see the guy that actually wrote it was John Hodge. Is that his name, John Hodge? He actually extended it because I don't think it was supposed to be that long. So see on the shite like choose dental insurance and all that. That's what he was going through at the time in his life.
Didn't know that.
Aye, oh mate.
Superb.
Again, it was that thing I watched. It's all the cast and crew talking about it in like 2012 or something. Aye, but it's brilliant, man, brilliant.
Yeah, it all coincides with the fact with him telling you that he didn't choose life, he chose heroin, and he's starring in the Swanee's house, which is the Mother Superior, which is their dealer, which is where they all go to score and just fucking doss out, and that's him just collapsing. And it's only when he says, I chose not to choose life, I chose heroin. And it was, oh, shite yourself.
See, at least that you said that as well. That's like your first delve into like the drug addicts like psyche, innit? That
Aye.
you're going out to your work, you're working to pay your bills, you've got no money for drinking. When you're drinking, you're maybe drinking too much. You know what I mean? All these cares and all these worries and all that. For us, it's just the next score and the next fix. You know what I mean? You're like that.
That's it. Because it's basically just saying that big smashing spiel I've just done. Forget it. You're getting fucking none of that on the skag. You know what I mean? And like you say as well, there's a wee bit he alludes to, and he says like that. We don't worry about fucking bills or cars and payments or insurance or the milk going off or going to get messages and all that. No. Do you know what I mean? It's scarily
Aye.
act, I would imagine. I've never, hands up now, I've never took it, never tried it, I would never. But to be that single focused on one thing and one thing only, and then some of the things they do, like there's the back on skag montage later in the film, isn't it, when they just see them walking in and out of old folks' homes.
Aye, what does it say? About this might look simple. It might just look like Dawson, but this is a full-time gig. You just see him breaking into motors, stealing tellies, know what I mean? Stealing prescriptions, the whole shebang, know what I mean? You're like,
Recognise where it was that he tanned the car?
I thought it was under the bridge, right at the Hilton. Is that what it is?
Aye.
Is it? Aye.
just down at cheap side street, just down for the work. There's in this film especially, there's equal measure between Glasgow and Edinburgh. We've got Swanee. Swanee's house is up in Possil.
Aye.
University Cafe in Glasgow. We've got what else? Her school. It's the old Notre Dame, I think. I can't remember. But it's good.
Aye, the pub and all. See the one Begbie throws the tumbler there, the thing there. That's in Maryhill. I think it's called the Brew House or something. Something like that.
That's changed. Can't remember.
It's changed a number of things, but it's like a German brew house or something. Probably. Brewhousing.
There, you can ask for a pint, and the barman says, "We will ask the questions." Yeah.
Oh, squishing lemonade, like.
And then obviously Azad video where Tommy and Lizzie are waiting outside. That's in Partick. So, mate, what's some of your favourite bits in it? What's some of your favourite scenes or skits?
Well, I'd definitely say it's shite being Scottish is my favourite. There's just it just sums up perfectly in it. It's shite being Scottish.
Aye, the lowest of the low, scum of the fucking earth.
Oh mate, because it's just see, I know what that is. See, like what he's talking about. It's like the weather's pish. You sit in the house. There's nothing today. You know what I mean?
Chris, I would suggest that unless you're Scottish, you wouldn't know what that was. Even when he talks about it, he says, some people fucking hate the English. I don't. They're just wankers. On the other hand, we are colonised by wankers. Can't even pick a fucking decent race to be colonised by. It's a shite state of affairs, Tommy. And no amount of fresh air in the fucking world's going to make a bit of fucking difference.
It's fucking superb, man. And it's just, Tommy's just defeated, isn't he? He's like, aye, you're right, mate, you're right.
Right, mate, aye. See when he walks back. Spud. Sorry, man. Sorry, you know what I mean, man?
That's fucking brilliant, mate. It's so good, man. It catches just the essence of the attitude of everybody up here. Know what I mean? Because see when people do say that, it makes you proud to be Scottish, doesn't it? You're like, no. No. Everybody's got a bit of scenery, you fucking mad bastard. Like,
that's it. But Billy Connolly used to do series in the late 90s, early 90s, and it was Billy Connolly's World Tour of Australia, Billy Connolly's World Tour of Scotland. He'd go to all these places, and it was great. It was a great watching that, but part of his skit at the time was Scotland. Scotland's beautiful. There's fucking nobody here. Do you know what I mean? It's true. They probably populate about 3% of the overall land that we call our own, you know what I mean?
I know. Oh, mate, it was just every time, mate. It just gets me every time. It's just hits
You're right.
home. It does, mate.
Few people go like that, fucking, like, aye, you've met people on holiday and all that. Oh, where are you from? They're from London. Oh, brilliant. No, yeah, where are you from? Oh, Scotland. And oh, we were up there. Well, we were up there in the camper van. Oh, seen some lovely. I think you've got lovely scenery up there. Aye, that's great, isn't it? Aye, brilliant. Might be all proud. I don't get proud of that. Have you?
I
Aye,
know,
that's
mate.
great.
Oh, but I think that's just again. I think that's just the whole British attitude. See on this island, everything is downplayed. Know what I mean? I mean, see the amount of things Scottish people have invented, and they go, "Oh, yous are quite brilliant," and we're like, "Aye, all right, mate, aye." Know
I
what I
know.
mean? But,
Fucking the telly, the phone, fucking penicillin. My ma thought she invented toast and cheesy beanos. Fuck. Yes. I've got some smashers.
what about yourself?
What's your,
What's your favourite? What's your favourite part of this?
one of my favourite scenes? Oh, if I can pick one, I was going to say the whole club montage when they go to the volcano. Me and people from school used to go to the volcano. It was one of the few places we could get in underage. You know what I mean? That was great, and it was exactly the way it looked. But I liked it because there's a brilliant bit in it where it's subtitled because you can't hear what everybody's saying because that's what it's like in a club. And obviously, Spud and Tommy are talking, and the lasses are talking in the toilet. Are talking about the same thing from a guy's point of view, from a woman's point of view. Do you know what I mean?
Aye,
And
aye.
when they finally come out the toilet and they say to Spud and Tommy, "You just talking about?" They just look at one another and go, "Football. What are you talking about? Shopping." All right, that's it. That fits the narrative. We won't ask any more questions.
Aye.
But it's
Aye,
great
because
because
Neil's got to ask a question.
that's it. Well, that's what boys talk about, and that's what lassies talk about. Aye, that'll do me. And then, obviously, it all alludes into the fact that Renton's coming off the gear. He's getting his libido back. He's horny as fuck. And they all get their whole, you know what I mean, that night. However, it still ends in consequence because Tommy and Lizzie, Renton's stole their sex tape.
Aye.
And that as good as that night was for Renton, that leads to Tommy's fucking demise, the very
Aye.
start of Tommy's demise.
Mate, that's why the see what I'm talking about, like the things I hate about it. Obviously, it's part of it, it's telling you, showing you what actually happens and all this, but see just the way Tommy's life goes off the rails. It's just
Aye.
it's sickening
All
to
through
watch.
do you know what, mate? And don't care what any guy says, right? That's all through a lassie, right? And it's not a lassie's fault, by the way.
Oh.
It's no. But that's how I've seen hundreds of guys fucking lose the plot to a woman. I've done it as a young guy because you don't know how to fucking deal with it. That's the love of your life, and she's fucked off. You know what I mean? But there you go, as you said, mate. Instead of getting pished for a couple of weeks and going out and getting his revenge hole, decides to go to Renton, doesn't he, and say, "I want to try it. I want to try smack because
And
it's as good as sex, better
aye.
than sex."
And this is the thing I know. Like, see, for years I've always thought this, but it's no until Trainspotting 2 kind of came out. But see, for years it was like at any point did Renton feel responsible for Tommy's demise? Know what I mean? Because it's all
Aye,
through him taking that videotape. Know what I mean? So it's
aye, true. But I'm sure he does because even when Tommy goes and asks him, right, Renton's fucking mad with it, and he says, "I want to try it," and Renton, even when he's out his tits, goes like that. No, can't do it. But then Tommy just triggers him by saying, "I've got money," and then the junkie he turned on, didn't it?
aye,
Nay bother, let's do this pish.
that's it.
So aye, it is. You're right, mate. It does. I get a strange sense of pride in it because it's that bad. It's that we went there. Know what I mean?
Aye,
It's about Scotland, but we went there. It's sad, it's horrible, it's tragic, but we fucking opened a lot of people's eyes, I would suggest. So as much as you're right, it's embarrassing as well. But I like to look at it in a positive spin because, see, at the time, I remember the uproar, I remember the news, I remember the government, I remember people outside the cinema, fucking picket lines and all that shit. But
Down with this sort of thing. Careful
right,
now.
down with the truth. Because see, 96, especially the summer of 96, it was a fucking brilliant time. Because Euro 96 was on down at England, Scotland were in it. It was just fucking, it was a great time to be alive, man, it really was. Braveheart was out and all that year. So, aye, that's one of my favourite bits, but there's many, we can talk about a couple more. You've got, what lines do you still incorporate into your daily chat today?
Oh, mate. Majority of mine is Begbie. It's like fucking... obviously that bit with the last thing, it's hot with the glass. No cunt leaves here to find out what cunt did it.
Who the fuck are you?
Mate,
Yes!
see that fucking line? That was in so many like amateur rave songs ever. Who the fuck are you? Gary McKidd.
Really?
It was in hundreds of them. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm forgetting you grew up in that fucking that era, that schemy battle of the bands, wasn't it? Your
Aye.
house runs on batteries and all that.
Aye, oh mate, aye, the dissing,
Aye.
DJ
See,
Bad Boy and all that.
that's it. Whereas we used to just run out in the middle of a main road and fucking smoke fuck it one another. You would send each other tapes, slagging one another. I know you done your fighting, I know, I'm not kidding on.
Oh mate, oh, what a time to be alive. Everybody was paranoid. Oh, there's a new diss it. Your mo's copped it for a whole verse. Oh,
Oh, terrible.
oh,
Aye,
aye,
but you're right, mate. His part's smashing.
aye, mate, it's just Begley, and then again, it's a thing that I always hark back to. I know. See when Renton's talking about how you need to put up with arseholes telling you, oh, I want to put that filth in my body and all that, and it's Begbie. All the fucking chemicals. Oh, in my fucking body. It swings a fucking whiskey, you know what I mean? With a fag there, you know what I mean?
Aye. No way I'm fucking poisoning my body with that shite. What are you fucking chemicals?
And who's the other one? Always there. See Sick Boy when they're in the park. Because she the beast. I'll always do that, mate.
Aye, you've done that a fucking lot of times to me, man, so you have. I'm like, oh, where's the beast? There's some quality fucking patter in it. Even, what else do I use, man? Trying to think now that I can't. Like, fucking, I used to use fucking the Biscuit Earth line fucking for ages. So I did. And, I used to do the spud thing as well to people. Ho, ho, ho. My pleasure and your leisure. Know what I mean?
Wait, I can't remember who it was that used to say that to me, but it was they would always say it, and I'm like, I respect you.
See that as well for a writing stance, right? I mean, he's been forced to go for a job interview or they're going to cut his brew money, which was a standard thing.
Aye.
Don't know if it still is because I work for a living and pay my taxes as a good boy. But even that, the sheer brilliance of don't try too hard or you might get a job. But then again, don't show them you're not trying or they'll stop your money. And they fucking just gives them a dab of speed, didn't he? We dab of speed's just a ticket, man.
Mate, see, yeah, Bremner doing that part where he's just racing at his nut. It's, I think, me, Spud. Aye.
Ah, right, aye. I thought Rory Bremner done it. I was like, I've missed that, man.
No, see that I'm playing, obviously I'm speeding out his nut. It's probably one of the most perfect examples of that ever, isn't it? Because
it's amazing.
if you've ever bumped into these people, it's all horns, isn't it? It's all just that's what I want to be. That's what I want to do. You know, me and you and me.
I don't mind saying back in my student days I've dabbled with the cat's piss, you know what I mean? It's fucking I've had my penis go missing for 3 or 4 hours. I know what it's like. But you're all animated and sweating and just all hand movements and the best thing about it is when he looks at the poster. They ask him the question, "What do you see yourself in the leisure industry?" And he goes, "The word, pleasure." Because he forgets why he's there for a minute, and then he looks at the wall and he goes, "That's right."
It's
Do you know
so
what I mean?
good, bud. Because that was one of the deleted scenes as well. Because Renton goes for the same job interview. Know what I mean? But
Was it?
he just outright says, "Oh, I'm a mad heroin addict and all that. It's, I need to come here. I'm forced to come here. I don't want to be here."
We talked last night in the text, didn't we? There was a version came out of this about a year later. It was affectionately known as the green version because it was the exact same cover except the orange was green, and it had what I found out last night. I thought it was 6, but it was 9 deleted scenes in it. And I don't remember. You just remembered one there. I think the other ones were just fillers, nothing too major. But the big one was where they go to the hospital to visit Swanee,
Aye.
Mother Superior.
Aye, and he's had his leg amputated, know what I mean?
No,
Does not.
two leg amputated.
Is it? Alright, I
They're
thought
just
he just
sitting
had
talking
one.
to him in the bed, and he's odd looking morbid as hell about it. And he's getting him into trouble. I just come up here to fucking cheer me up and all that. And it's like, aye, well, you're a mate and that, you know what I mean? And they don't know, or we don't know as viewers, that he's had his legs off until the nurse comes, goes, "Right, Mr. Swanee, time for your bath." And they lift him up out the bed, and you just see the 2 stumps. Because obviously, Alison's been fucking injecting him into his groin and all that, hasn't he?
Aye. Oh, last meant to say to you last night. Obviously, in the area that I live, there was many a junkie with one leg. And
Never.
I'll tell you right now, they walked quicker than junkies with 2 legs. I'm telling you, man.
See, the thing is, right, and by the way, if you're battling with addiction, people, or you know people that are battling with addiction, we do apologise. It's for comedic effect, and we do have a disclaimer. I know it doesn't make things right, but do you ever notice that junkies are always in a rush to get somewhere?
Mate, see what I said to, obviously, Paul that we work with. See if drug addicts put in the hustle that the day to get their stuff, they would be billionaires. I'm telling you, mate. They would run the world.
Hello, junkie. Now, if you would apply that as much focus in the mailroom as you did on robbing your grandmother of her gold tooth, you'd get far in this world, I assure you.
I'm just saying, mate. Well, we work, right? I can't go to the pub every day. I can't do that, right? See them? They're always like that. They've got the money. If they don't have the money, they'll have the money in 20 minutes or less. Know what I mean?
Aye.
It's just you know, ingenuity.
That was a good get McGregor does in the getting back onto heroin montage, where they're stealing the telly, they're stealing the prescription pad and all that. He talks about it throughout it, and he says, "We'll take anything." Do you know what I mean? He says the streets are awash with fucking drugs, and we wanted all of them. And then he says something like, "Christ, if they made vitamin C illegal, would have probably fucking injected it." You know what I mean?
Aye. Oh, the bold Ewan McGregor. You know, he was actually going to try heroin before he took on this part. But the advisors to the film, the Carlton Athletic Club or something like that, obviously they sat in a couple of their meetings and all that, and that's when they decided, nah, it'd be wrong to do it for what these guys are going through. And I've realised last night as well, see that club, they're actually just up the road from me still.
I know. They've been gone for about 30 odd years, man.
Aye.
Because the football, that's who they play. They play Carlton Athletic in the five-a-side game. And it's up at Maryhill at the complex. And that's quite funny as well, because they're just there and they've got a strips on and they're just there in like shorts and t-shirt and shit. Quite good. But talk about the favourite lines as well. One of them was Lizzie. when they find out our video's gone, the sex tape. And Tommy says, I might have returned it by mistake. She's sitting rocking back and forth going, where, Tommy? The video shop, Tommy. The fucking video shop. Oh, Tommy, I feel sick.
Everybody in Edinburgh's jacking off to your sex tape.
And he's got his wee leopard skin scants on, man. Looking at things.
Oh.
Told me where to go in no certain terms. Oh, brilliant, man.
A useless motherfucker. That's what she called me.
Useless motherfucker. Oh, you're going to go to the concert? I've bought a ticket.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Because of this film, I know what toxoplasmosis is as well.
Aye. It's a learning experience.
Aye, it's even that, mate. As you say, about the makes you feel sick and all that. They've done that whole skit brilliant. Obviously, they've come back up the road for Tommy's funeral, and Mark's brother is sitting telling him how Tommy died, and about Lizzie, a wee kitten. Oh, I love you. And she's like, what a fucking kitten, get to fuck junkie. So he's left for this wee kitten, and he's obviously get the virus and all, and he dies of a fucking stroke because he got it off of cat shit.
Aye.
And it's horrible. Fucking horrible. And you're like, that guy's died, and he's went for having a bird and all that, and a vibrant life to line in his own pool, his own shite for 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But at the end of it, the story, it says to Mark, he'd been lying there for 3 weeks in a pool of his own vomit. Oh, the kitten was fine. Brings you right back in, man.
I know. Thank Christ for the kitten.
The writing's fucking tremendous.
Oh, mate, aye, it's phenomenal, mate. I was going to say that. It's just see everything. It was always giving you something bleak, and then it was always bringing you back with something funny. Like even the scene with the worst toilet in Scotland, right? And you're just like, he's scrounging through his own shit. You know what I mean? But see, to take you away from, that is horrible. He's then in this beautiful blue ocean. You know what I mean? So it was to take you away from the dread to something nice again. You know what I mean?
Do you know, I'm fucking feeling a bit nauseous even every time. I don't know how many times I've watched that, but you're right. Even in running to the toilet, I dream of a pearly white, fucking pristine convenience. See who he runs by? One of the guys, which is quite funny because it's in a bookie. He's the wee old guy in the bookies and still game that says, "Geez my stick, you prick."
Is that?
Aye. You watch it again, wee guy with a moustache and that. It's him. But they've done that. You're right, mate. Even remember the first time watching it when he goes into the toilet, you're like, oh,
what's going on here?
How is he? Oh. And the wee twirl of the legs at the end.
Aye. That's genius. Oh, mate, it's just But thankfully, I've not been in said toilet like that. I mean, maybe the worst one I'd ever been in was Tea in the Park, right?
Oh,
and you know what happens at Tea in the Park, know what I mean? It's just, you get in there, do your business and leave. Don't look down. Don't look down.
Don't breathe. Fuck's sake. Because usually, especially when it's warm, remember? And it's just cooking the big plastic boxes. Oh! Jesus.
Shite, is it? But see.
Speaking of disgusting, night after the club, Spud.
Oh, mate.
See the camera, right? See if Spud goes into the kitchen, right, the morning after. He's woke up covered in his own shit, right? He goes in and he sees his bird and the mom and dad wiring into this horrible fucking excuse for a greasy fry-up. The camera view for Spud's eyes is like, I'm hungover as fuck, and this is making me sick, man. Well, come in now, Spud, sit down. Get yourself some breakfast, eh? Oh, eh. I had a wee bit of an accident, like, oh, last night. That's all right, son. These things happen. It's good for a man to let loose now and again.
See the way you feel like, no, I'll deal with it. No, she's like, they're my bloody sheets, bud. Why are you trying to knock them? Fucking,
Oh.
oh mate. And I don't know if you know, see his missus in it. What's her
Huh?
name? Kelly? No, is it Gail?
Something like Harry Potter, isn't it?
She's Moaning Myrtle for Harry Potter.
Aye. She was
Again,
also
mate.
in that
Get
Happy
on to,
Valley. She was a fucking psycho in that, man.
that's what I mean. Get on to literally everybody in this film went on to bigger things.
That's it.
Literally.
One of the panel for the job interview that spuds it is fucking Tam's wife. Still
Aye.
came.
Oh mate, it's
I
just
remember her name now. I've just watched all bloody 7 series as well.
Francis.
Francis. Hi. Oh, hello there, my darling.
But see, for acting in this, mate, again for me, I think Robert Carlyle just steals it.
Aye.
See, he's just when he goes full lunatic. Know what I mean? He just loses the rag, mate. And it's just that believable. Especially see the snooker scene. And then obviously once they make the deal with the heroin, he sets about that guy, know what I mean? He just goes mental. Know what I mean? It's just perfect.
We were playing pool in the volley. That much is true. But Begbie is playing absolutely fucking gosh. He's hungover for the night before. I'm doing my best to try and no pot pause, but they're getting in.
See that at all? When he tries to miss on purpose, he goes, oh, for fuck's sake. And then the ball comes up and puts it in. He's like,
Oh, I can't kicked in here. Oh, that's brilliant. And he's just Begbie's just lining up a shot. Somebody opens a bag of Chris and he rips the fucking sorry felt up. Bastard! Just because Ellen sets about the wee poor wee big eye, man.
oh, mate. It's just, oh, he's just perfect nutter.
Fucking mental. I swear he was going to cut him like.
But he's a mate.
So what can you do? There's a lot of that in this, isn't there?
Aye.
Especially when we get Mark going through the cold turkey. We never touched on. I think that my worst thing in the whole film is the baby dying, baby Dawn.
Aye.
That is that's a grounding moment in the whole film because it just starts off with Renton talking, just saying, "I don't know how long Alison been screaming. She could have been screaming all day. I wouldn't have noticed." Do you know what I mean? You're like, "What the fuck's happened?" And you're like, "Oh no."
Aye.
Everybody just comes to at the time, and obviously the wee babies died, hadn't it? Well, they've all been lying smacked out their nut.
That's it. And it's, again, mate, it's the whole thing. Again, it's another thing I hate because you just know that is happening. That's happening in the world because I think they say that the Wayne is either died as starvation or dehydration.
All right. Excuse me. Oh, I thought it choked in its own vomit or something like that.
Possibly,
But
but aye. But it's just
when you see,
the fact it's been left that long. You know what I mean? You're just like,
by the way, you're right. It doesn't matter. It died. It could have been everything because I'd imagine the poor Wayne's. Well, you see when he's going through the DTs and he sees baby down in the ceiling, that the nappy's full, soiled and all that. Do you know what I mean? So it's been. Oh, it's horrible. That is horrible. And then the reality of the situation is that the first thing that baby's mum is thinking of is getting a hit.
that's it. No, I mean,
And the first thing that Mark's thinking of is, of course she'll get a hit, but no fucking before I get one.
aye. No, I mean,
It's just heroin
aye.
is.
Aye, it's God, innit? It's again, it was good that they didn't water it down, but it's sickening, isn't it? It's
Of course
horrible.
it is. Like you say, mate, it's happening. It's happened. It probably will happen again.
Aye.
There's Wayne's out there. I don't want to get too fucking into this, to be honest with you, but you hear about it far too often, that wains that go under the radar and the system lets them down. And heroin and other drugs and addictions got a lot to do with it, mate,
Right, that's it.
unfortunately. So, Renton's overdose, that whole bit.
Mate, again, that's just done perfect. Because obviously I've no overdosed, but I'm just imagining that, see that sinking into the carpet. Again, it's just like a practical effect done well. Know what I mean?
Oh,
Simple,
genius.
done well. Aye, and it's just
Absolutely genius.
like obviously you're watching the whole situation through Renton's eyes, and that narrow passage, it just never changes. Know what I mean? Until he comes
It's
out
amazing. Aye,
Oh.
it's absolutely tremendous, because you can take it for whatever way you want it. He's obviously sunk into Swanee's flair with the carpet, and that's what you see.
Aye.
But it's also symbolic of him being in a fucking grave, you know what I mean? Which is excellent. And then Lou Reed's Perfect Day accompanies the whole skit. Brilliant. Swanee does the right thing in a fucking selfish sort of way. It takes him down all these stairs, banging his head off every concrete fucking step the way down. Phones a taxi, sticks him in it, gives him his 20 quid back, and then the taxi driver as well. You know what I mean? Aye, take him to hospital. I'll fucking drag him right out there and take his 20 quid and leave him lying on the pavement, man.
So see just that scene as well. See, obviously we are watching Renton like jagging up. That is a prosthetic arm that they built, like specifically for that scene. Know what I mean? So you see the needle in that again, and then it looks like a veins pumping on it. It was a prosthetic.
All right.
Aye. Superb.
There's a lot of countries that asked to get that actually taken out as well,
Aye.
because they didn't want to see a needle going into an arm
Aye.
on television. And there you're saying it was a fake one anyway.
Yep.
Mental.
Aye.
Soon he gets to the hospital. Oh, I know the doctor's only doing their job, but she's like, wake up, scud! Oh, I'm nae wheel.
Oh mate, it's fucking nuts, man. It's
No.
see now. This is how actually bad it's got now. You know, paramedics will only bring like people like junkies that are OD'd round unless there's police present there. Cause see the thing they give them now, I don't know what it is. It's like a shot to bring them back round out of the overdose.
An effort in it.
I can't remember what it is, but see when people have done that, like paramedics have done that, they've woke up and they've attacked the paramedics because they wasted their hit. So see now, paramedics won't go near them until there's a cop there. that's how fucked up it is, mate.
Imagine going to your work, saving lives, bringing somebody out an overdosing situation, and then getting sued and losing your job because of it. Because a junkie has said, fucking, he never brought me round, or he brought me round, or that's how bad the world's gone, mate. Just mental. But it leads into renting Monda, big Cosmo.
I got a lot of time for the night watch commander.
They just they come and get him. They come and get him, stick him in a taxi, they take him home and lock him in his room, basically, saying, no more methadone, no more fuck all, you're going through this. See the way Big Cosmo carries him in? That's, again, something I would never have thought of. His legs aren't working, you know what I mean? Mental.
Aye. It's like we fine details, you know what I mean? That you don't realise, but they're there. You know what I mean? It's just aye. But I don't understand at all, right? I'm guessing these guys are supposedly around about their 20s.
Aye.
In this film. Why has he got train wallpaper?
I'll get his wee boy. And do you know, thinking now that you've said about this could be set in the 80s, I can see now why, because of the Hibernian stuff he's got in his wall.
Aye.
Looks late 70s. And after the climaxes with Diane, he says, I haven't felt that good since Archie Gemmell scored for Scotland in the World Cup in 1978. So he was old enough to remember that. So you're probably right, mate. Probably right. Looking back. But that whole hymn called Turkey is just mental.
Aye.
And the music is just
Aye.
like a pure heartbeat. Happening.
It's like, obviously they know a lot more about it now, that how dangerous it can be, and all that. People can die if they go cold turkey and stuff. But
Body shock in it.
the hallucinations, the sweating and all that, know what I mean? It was just everything. Know what I mean? And then it's all the guilt. Like Tommy seeing Renton seeing Tommy and all this stuff. It's just like that. Jesus. And then obviously Spud dressed up as a prisoner, know what I mean, on top of his wardrobe. Like, really?
Aye, with a big shackle on his ankle, banging it against the door. Aye, the guilt man. The first thing he sees, everybody gets a wee mention in it. The first person he sees is Dan sitting at the end of his bed. And I never met anyone quite like you before. But Begbie Under the Covers is class. And
Aye, mate, it's so good. And
because the fag is lit. This is a fucking laugh, innit?
Mate, that's what I'm talking about, mate. He's just, again, I don't know what it is about Begbie, mate. I just like the character. But he's a horrible bastard, know what I mean? But it's just, aye, it's just pure suave, and just the way he says that. Oh, this is a fucking laugh, innit?
I'll tell you something. You better sweat that shite out your system, because see if you don't, when I come back, I'll fucking kick it out. And there's no splicing the camera. Does that with the sheets, takes them off and he's away.
Aye.
So it must have been the best roll off the bed and get to fuck ever in film. You know what I mean?
Mate, it's just so well done, because you obviously know it's a hallucination, but it's definitely, like, for lack of a better word, mate, it's the fear, isn't it? It's the fear. Know what I mean? It's just you're like,
dialed up to 11.
you're like, oh no, man, what did I do? You're just all your regrets. That underage lassie, oh no, my mate's a junkie, oh no, he's in the jail, oh no. Know what I mean?
Aye.
It was just
And
everything.
all the while, fucking, he's probably one real-time visitor was Sick Boy, sitting at the end of the bed with them all, cup of tea. Do you know? I mean, I'm not blameless, far from it, but sometimes you just have to leave all that nonsense behind you, you know? Sitting with his legs crossed, sipping tea.
Aye, I can see Set Boy is his best pal, right? And they kind of go more into that in the second film.
Aye.
But it's just, so see, obviously after the Renton doesn't get to jail and Spud does, it's when Sit Boy goes like that to him. Aye, Rents, choose life. And he winks at him. And he's like, there's my mate.
He knows, but he knows his best pal would fucking steal the jam out his donut. Do you know what I mean? I love you, you're my best mate, but you leave it lying about, I'm off with it. You know what I mean? And then he's so smarmy. Because he's that pal that you had when you were younger. Your ma thinks he's a good boy. Him, you're like, you don't fucking know him at all. You really don't.
I know, because it's like, see when Renton says the first time, Sick Boy just decided to get after the junk the same time as me, just to show how easy it was. And I'm like, you prick.
Not because he wanted to fucking annoy me. Bastard.
Oh, it's just, aye. Brilliant,
He gets
man.
down to London, didn't he? He comes
Aye,
off it.
Aye.
And he realises that even though my body's healed, the real battle's on. He says depression, fucking boredom. He says just want to top your fucking cell every 2 seconds, you know what I mean? So he decides to get out of Dodge, doesn't he?
Aye. That's it. It's staying away from it, isn't it? Because again, at the start of the film, it's I didn't choose life. Know what I mean? I chose heroin because it was simpler, sort of thing.
And it kind of convinces him in it. She
Aye.
comes round to see him and teaches him. She says, "You're not getting any younger, Mark. It's not as young as you had." The world's changing, drugs are changing, people are changing, sex is changing, everything's changing, and you need to go with it. And he's he says in his wee montage. I mean, she's fucking right.
Aye. I see it in that period as well. Obviously, this is when the AIDS epidemic's about, isn't it? And he has to go down for the test and all that. see when the wee nurse is taking blood off him and she obviously hurts him. He's pure affronted by it like that. Oh, fucking geese it.
See the look she gives him, as if
Aye.
I'm putting a needle in your arm, you're fucking get a with that cheek you've got, son.
But that's the first time you see like Tommy. Know what I mean? How like the stigma started. See when everybody had AIDS and all that, it was like fucking graffiti and just turned into a leper practically, isn't it?
Shite
Then,
all up against outside his
aye.
door and that, and graffiti saying AIDS junkie scum, plague and all that.
Aye.
But aye, that's the kind of last thing he does before he goes to London, and he goes around to see Tommy, and that's brutal, man.
Aye. Again, I come back to that point when people were saying this promotes drugs. Know what I mean? You see, and it's a clever thing they're doing this as well. See all the way through the film, it's very colourful. Let's see the backgrounds and the backdrops and all that, they're all very colourful. And then see when Renton's round at Tommy's house to begin with, see when he's doing the weights, the house is all colours and bright and all this. See when he goes around that time, aye, it's dark, grey, dull. Know what I mean? And it's just
aye, that's it. Do you notice on his mantelpiece, it's obviously his power's been cut off. It's melted candles into the mantelpiece and all that.
Aye.
You're like, so how's that promoting drugs? If anything, that's promoting what happens if you fucking take them, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But he's when he's lying down, did you take the test? And Renton just says, aye. He goes, and? Clear. That's nice. So obviously Tommy's get fucking HIV, man. You're like, oh.
That's it. See that? And saying that, that's the scary part of that and all. Because see out of the whole group, he looked like the one that had his shit nailed down. Know what I mean? Bird, nice house, looking after himself, obviously worked and all this shit, to the one that ended up with AIDS, indeed.
Because even when Mark's looking at him, and he goes like that, I'm sorry, Tommy. And then he just says into his head, it's alright for me being magnanimous, but I'm not the one that's got fucking shite for blood, you know what I mean?
Aye.
And again, it all goes back to the smack, because Tommy just says, any money on you? I'm waiting on a rain check. Oh, fuck. Aye, that old chestnut.
Aye.
But Renton knows. He's got fuck it, he just gazes him, he goes like that. He says, I'll pay you back, and he's like, no bother. It's, and that's next thing. It's find your feeling, and he's off to London, isn't he, mate?
Aye, because again, this is another. It's smart how they do this around that he's telling us about his job. Know what I mean? And how it's practically the same hustle as being a drug addict. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you're promising this, you're promising that, you give them nothing and you take what you want. That's literally what it is. And he's like, that's a bit of me, that.
A state agent in London is that. Criminal as hell. Remember Danny Boyle talking about how when we went down to London, where the cameraman told him just to run through fucking the square and all that, get people to wave, and the beef eaters sort of go, hey, you got anybody to telly? Hey. Just say you're in London. So he's doing there, mate, and he's doing well, and he's got a wee letter for Dan. He's sitting eating a pot noodle, smoking a fag in his scants. And she's just filling him in with everything. And as we said earlier, Spud was asking for you. Oh, you tell me. Sick boy tried to get me to work for him, but I told him where to go. He's wanted to be a pimp. And then he says, oh, and Francis Begbie's been on the news quite a lot this week because he did an armed robbery in Carstorphine. And then his doorbell goes, and he goes, looks at the letter again, and Dan's voice just says, Francis Begbie. Oh, no.
It's so good, man, isn't it? It's just, the next thing it's the whole baby again. Fucking armed robbery! Armed fucking robbery! With a replica! How the fuck did he say that?
It's a terrible state of affairs, Franco. And then he's into his pocket and goes like that, look at that. And it's all jewellery. Fucking fake. fucking fake, terrible. And then you sense of morality kicks in and goes, a lot of young couples invest their fucking life in that shite.
Fucking so good, man. Oh, but again, it's like renting. He's just like, why are you here? So I think it's like, come on, man. I've moved away from you for this fucking reason. You know what I mean?
I know. What a way to follow him all the way down there, man. Fucking, he's storing in his bed. Anyway, he fucking pot noodle hangs by the way. I'm fucking Lee Marvin. Starts flinging pots at him and all that as if, and you could just see the enthusiasm of life just draining right back at him.
Oh mate,
So
and it's just
he's going for it.
it's just like a montage in it. A Begbie beginning to rule the roost into it. Just a pile of fag packets, not that out in the hall and all this.
Aye, that just alludes to the fact that how long he's been there, how long's passed. And he says to him again, it shows you him talking and tailing in the bed. He says, he's a nutter, he's a fucking pain in the arse and all that, but he's a mate.
Aye.
That line again, he's a mate. You know what I mean?
Aye. But it all culminates
Except
in it.
Fred, you're my mate. You're my mate.
Oh, Jesus. But what is it? He ends up saying to him, I know, didn't he? Get down the bookies. And he's like, why can you not go down yourself? He's like, because I can't walk in fucking public, can I?
Well, I'm a fucking known fugitive on the run for the law. No, I fucking can't. He just flings my wee saucer. His last fiver probably in it. He's like, 5-1, 16 to 1, £5 to win. Bad boy. So by the time he's put the bet on and he's walked back up his hall, you can just hear Begbie in the house, can't he? Yeah, it's bad boy. Oh, no.
Aye, back to the fucking bookies. But they get see, this is the thing as well, that which is kind of like intelligent for Robert Carlyle's point of view. But he was like, he says, see, when he played the character, he played Begbie as a closet homosexual, right?
All right.
And it's all because of what comes next. Because obviously they go out to a club and all this, right? And obviously Begbie thinks he's got a bird, and it turns out it's a transsexual. You know what I mean? But that's it. Robert Carlyle was saying. He's like that. Now, obviously, when he goes down there and he gets a horn for a buzz, you know what I mean? Like, Begbie's usual form would be to do the guy in, sort of thing. But he doesn't. He just gets up and runs away. You know what I mean? And that's what Robert Carlyle was like that. He's like, is he running away for his sexuality, sort of thing? You know what I mean?
Aye, the admission that he's gay, and he's like, I can't be fucking gay, I'm Begbie, you know what I mean? Aye, you're right. But it's in that club as well. See, first of all, it's 16 to 1 for a fiver's at 85 quid you're getting back. And they're going a night out in London.
Aye. They're out like the Pablo Escobar and Narcos, you know what I mean? Like, bring the champagne!
Aye. In 80s or 90s, mate, if that was the fucking 60s, 85 quid in London wouldn't have done you fucking that good a night out.
Oh.
But by the time they got back came, obviously Begbie's fault him in of what happened. What happened with the lass in the car, know what I mean? She was a fucking he. And Renton's just sitting, saying to him, oh, come on, man. Franco, you don't know. It could have been wonderful. Well, I'm not fucking buffed in. That's a fucking end of it, right?
But again, see, just the switch, know what I mean? Like, oh, come on, man, to you tell anybody. I'll fucking...
Aye. See, it does in that. Again, Bobby Carlyle, I remember him on the whatever I watched fucking years ago, and he says that bit wasn't, it was ad-libbed with a fag.
Aye.
Because when he turns, he just flicks a fag at Renton, it just misses his head. It's just, that was a lit fag, I didn't mean to do that, but when I change my psyche, I just fucking going to kill you.
Aye, mate, but see, in the club as well, like Renton was talking about, like when Diane says it was changing, it was like people were changing, sexuality was changing, the drugs was changing, everything was changing, you know what I mean? And you're just...
It does a good bit that's just, you're probably going to say it anyway, that's quite apt for today's society. He says in a couple of thousand years, there's not going to be any guys or women, it's just going to be wankers. A lot less than a couple of thousand years, mate.
Aye. It's just aye. But aye, it's just you can see the difference, you know what I mean? Like he's seen the difference from his point of view. Obviously, when Smack obviously hit the scene, it was the end thing. You know what I mean? And then obviously the next thing it was all the party drugs, ecstasy and all this stuff.
Right.
And he's actually sitting seeing it for himself. But
That's it.
it's no sooner. Sick boy turns up and all, doesn't he?
And his bell goes again.
He's
And they're all sitting. Brilliant.
they're all sitting eating the fish and chips. He's like, I can't believe you done that. Oh, I got a good price for it. It was my fucking telly.
Well, if I'd known you were going to be so pish about it, I wouldn't have bothered. Fucking rented anyway. And see that, as you say, mate, that is his best pal. Darlene just fucking walked out the door of his telly. And no sooner, I mean, see Renton's face in this, it's fucking magic, right? He's raging. And then he says, you going to eat that? Before he answers, just takes his fucking fish off him. And he was going to eat it. He's like, fucking bastard. And he starts telling him about, have you got a passport? Why would I want to give you my passport? I'd met a guy, loads of contacts. It's always got loads of contacts. Does a wee side hustle and British passports for foreign people. Get you a good price. And see what he says, like, why would I want to give you my passport? All right. And he looks at Begbie and him go, so it's her problem, you know what I mean?
Well, what's her problem? It's just so good, man. But
aye, when he goes and gets a wee fucking one of the, I don't know what you call them, lockers at the train station, puts his passport in it, or that's when he gets it.
Aye. But that's when they get called back up the road, isn't it? To Tommy's funeral and all that business. But then this is when they come across this deal with the Smack, isn't it?
Well, no sooner just put Tommy in the grun, and then Sick Boy starts talking about a contact in London. Well, starts talking about Mikey Forrester, who's played by Irvine Welsh,
Aye,
obviously.
Aye.
And about how he's fucking bought so
See
many
that,
kilos.
I know. He bumped into 2 Russian sailors all just carrying the stuff around.
Aye. And so he's bought this 2 kilos of fuck, or whatever it is, 4 kilo, I don't know how much it is. Smack after these 2 Russian sailors, mad bit. Obviously he's woken up, he's fucking panicking, he's wanting rid of this stuff. So he's offered me it for 4 grand. And Renton's like that. Have you got the money? He's like, but we're 2,000 short. And he goes like, well, I'm sorry boys, I do not have £2,000. Aye, you fucking day. I've seen your bank statements. For fuck's sake. £2,156.19. You bastard.
Oh, so good, man.
But Renton says to him, he goes like that, Mikey Forrester, Russian sailors, are you fucking off your nut?
It's just, again, man, it's so well written. See, just the patter, it's just too good, man. But they get the stuff. The next time they're going to see, that was another scene that was cut. They were at Buchanan Bus Street Station, and they're all waiting to get down to London, seeing the bus.
You're right. I remember that one. Aye. You've just said it. Which, by the way, hasn't he changed fucking much? Buchanan Street Bus Station is an absolute hole.
Aye. But before they actually buy the stuff into it, oh, we're going to test this, and you're just like that. Like, Sick Boy, why you know doing it? Obviously, you can get after the junk better than anybody else. Know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Just, oh no, I need my wits about me.
Aye. So I sat in my position, I spiked my vein, and I done what needed to be done. And they're all just stunning watching them hitting up, and he's like, "Oh, it's good. It's fucking good." Baby just goes like, "Huh?" The next thing you know, they're on the night bus. It seems like there are only 4 people on the fucking night bus down to London. And he says, Bretton's talking again, so I promised myself one more hit before we got to London, not at my final ever. Which I knew was annoying the fucking life out of Begbie. He was shiting himself because he knew if he get caught with all this on top of the armed robbery, it would be fucking 15 to 20. And he's sitting drinking bottle of Thunderbirds.
I just banged the heat off everybody, didn't he? But again, just see the pure paranoia written at him. Know what I mean? He's like Begbie 24/7 now. Know what I mean? It's not just like splits. It's just the whole time. He's
just sitting like that. Look, do you bring the cards? He's like, boy, no. I told you to bring the fucking cards. Well, I didn't. Why didn't you bring them? I fucking told you to. Well, I did. I'm sorry. You know, looks, takes some of these Thunderbirds. He's looking at the sick boys. If I could do you right now, me man.
I know.
You answered me back.
Gets fucking boring after a while when he kids.
I'll tell you what. As somebody who just got the night bus down to Birmingham not 3 weeks ago, the size of the toilet on that bus he's in is fucking massive, man.
Aye, here's that there. No chance. Know what I mean? Obviously, it has to be bigger for cameras and whatever, but never in a million years is it that size.
No way, there's no way guys our size are be able to sit in a toilet on a bus now. I could hardly stand up doing it, mate. It was that bad. I can face against the wall in front of you, pissing like an absolute deformity.
Aye. But they get down there, don't they? And they obviously make this deal. And the whole time it's getting narrated, isn't it? That this guy knows we don't know what we're doing. Know what I mean? He's got to take us for a cunt, really. But,
as soon as we walked in, he clocked us for who we were. Aye. 4 guys had no right fucking having this shit and knowing what it was worth. See the
way Spud's dressed up with the glasses on it. He's like something at the Matrix. You're like, oh.
Aye. And that shirt that's like a fucking western on it, man. It's mental. But when they get to the hotel, they do the Abbey Road thing, didn't they?
Aye.
Or them just walking across the road, you're like, hey.
Aye.
The actual hotel room itself used to be the George Hotel or something like that. It's now where the Buchanan Galleries is. Oh. So it's long since demolished, but the actual hotel room was in Glasgow, which is quite cool. So they meet this guy, didn't they? And it's Lily Allen's daddy. David Allen or Keith Allen?
Yeah, I'm not sure, mate. But
can't mind.
Aye.
And he's like, so how much do you want for this? 20. But sorry, I need to say this wee bit. When he gives it to the guy to go away and test, there's a moment of just fucking awkward silence. Begbie lights a fag, and you just sees sick boy looking at him as if to say, "Can I get one?" He gives him, man, and he's no lighter, and he's like, fucking lighting his fag. And it means nothing, but to watch it, it is fucking pure nervous. What can I do? I'll have a fag, that's what I'll do.
Aye.
And then it's the negotiation in it.
Aye, but end up they get their money, don't they? What is it, $16,000 they get? And the next thing,
bartering's terrible. Begbie's bartering's terrible. It starts off at 20. Yeah, drug dealer just says, no, can't give you 20. Fucking 19 then. I'm sorry, boys, I can't go to 19. And then he goes for that's for 19 or fucking 16. And the guy he laughs as if you've just done yourself like a grand, mate. Well, fucking 16 it is then. Fucking brand new, by the way.
You see this next bit, mate? It's very telling of the whole group in it, because they're celebrating this deal, and like Renton says himself, it's like it was like back to the good old days where we were all pals. It was all
just
banter.
For that one moment. Aye.
Know what I mean?
You're delighted for them.
Aye, life was normal, know what I mean? And you're like, oh, this is it. They're all going to get a wee happy ending, know what I mean? They've all made their money. They're all going to go separate ways and all that. And then Begbie goes full Begbie, didn't he? And it's frightening, mate. It's another horrible scene. Know what I mean? Just because it obviously bumps into this guy and then he ends up glassing him with a pint tumbler and goes to I don't know, stab him or slash him,
Aye.
and slashes Spud into it.
Aye. Pulls a knife and goes, I'm a fine hand, man. Cut me deep, man. See, just before it, right? Just before it, he loses the plot. They're jovial and they're having a good time and they're having a laugh. Even Begbie's kind of doing that. I mean, you want to do your money, and Spud says, I gotta get some good speed. Know what I mean? Get a bird, treat her right. And Begbie's like, fucking shag her senseless. No, man. They all have wee quips. I think Renton's just realising the good time is great, but we're all fucking crooks, by the way. We would all sell each other's granny to a fucking whoever's asking. Because obviously Begbie's up to get around, and he goes like that. When I come fucking back, that bag's still here. Sick boy goes to the toilet. When I come back, that money's still here. So they all don't trust one another. And Renton's like, he's Spud into him, man. So what do you think? You up for it? Spud's, what? Aye, very good. He's like, what do you think? Don't know. What do you think? But it's too late. The moment's gone. And as you say, mate, Begbie, just, the guy's polite about it, I know, ain't he, man? I'm sorry,
Aye.
mate, I didn't see you there. I'll buy you another pint. Begbie's no having it, man. When you have to buy another pint, it was for a flabby bastard like you. But the guy said enough, but he's, look, mate, if you can't hold your bay, you shouldn't be in the fucking pub. See behind him when he says that to Begbie? Bud's like, oh no!
But see, after that, after he said about this guy and all that again, I kind of, you're getting this sense again. See when he's saying to Renton, "Oh, rent boy, bring me down a fag." Know what I mean? And I think that's when the switch goes with Renton. He's going to take all his money. I'm never going to be rid of these guys. Know what I mean? And I think that's when his decision's made. Know what I mean?
Aye, you're right. It's the indignity about fucking Francis does to him. After threatening the whole fucking pub, I know, saying,
Aye.
anybody else want to have a fucking go? What about you? What about you? What about you? Every cunt's fucking stone cold. Sick boy's like, I think we better fucking go, Franco. But he's in his, I'm the fucking man. Nobody will phone nobody else on here. Bring me a fag. I'm going to portray to everybody I'm the man and you're coming. And he gets him to light the fag, I know.
Aye.
But you're right, mate. Aye, just, he knows he's in a fucking never-ending vicious circle unless he can get out.
Yep, that's it. And that's how it is, isn't it? Everybody's all sleeping in this hotel room, and Renton takes the money, doesn't he? But he sees Spud before he goes, and he's like,
Bum, 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 bum,
Aye.
bum,
So,
bum, bum.
as a way to end it, it was good. Know what I mean? It was like, although Renton is a questionable guy all the way through this, because in my opinion, he's responsible for Tommy's demise, right? Know what I mean?
He's culpable. He's not responsible, he's culpable.
I would say he's responsible, mate.
He never stuck a fucking needle in his arm.
No, but at the time, see, after they watched the video the first time round, because I went round to Tommy like, here, mate, the Ring video was in that fucking thing, mate, and then that's it, done. Know what I mean? But he didn't.
Of course he could have.
So
I'll
that's
say
what
culpable.
I say. Aye,
It was the start of a chain of events, let's just say.
But, aye, obviously, Born Slippy kicks in, doesn't it? And it's just, the story's sewn up in it. Baby gets to jail.
Aye. See the tension building in this as well, but the thing it still got to me last night when I watched it, because I'm like, you put yourself in Renton's shoes, right, as I do, and I'm like, I wouldn't be doing fucking half the things you're doing. I wouldn't be going to the sink, having a wee drink of water and all that, thinking about it. You're like, fucking just get it and get to fuck. But he gets the bag, and well, you know he's doing it. First thing he does when he gets up is he fucking puts his shoes on and ties his shoes, and like, he's off, man.
Aye.
And as he steps over them, he just looks at them all one last time. And he looks at Spud, and Spud's doing that thing that everybody's done as a wee boy. Like just lying there, in the sleeping position and know what to move, but you're wide awake and he catches his eyes, didn't he? And you're like, ah, man, oh no Spud, man, fucking.
We harmless Spud. He never hurt anybody.
He just shakes his head as if to say, no, don't do it, Mark. Know what I mean?
Aye.
He just gives him a nod, fucks off.
That's it. It just ends with him walking on that bridge, and that's Trainspotting, innit?
That's it. He does another speech, which is kind of like the first one about the Choose Life speech, but it's a bit more methodical and a bit more hangman. It just ends with cleaning gutters, getting by, look ahead, day you die.
Aye.
That's it. That's
Aye.
life. Do you know what I mean? And he's off-ski. So that is Trainspotting, apart from the fact he's off-ski, and the last scene basically is, well, second last scene is Begbie wrecking the hotel room in it.
Aye. That's obviously sends him away for a while, isn't it? Like it says, mate, they were going to do a second man right away. Well, no, right away. They were going to get a wee bit of time, and then they weren't going to do it sooner than they did. But Obi-Wan fell out with Danny Boyle. And
Aye.
you had to wait, what, 21 years or something for it?
Aye. But that, kudos to Danny Boyle for realising as well it could not be done without him.
Aye.
He was the main man in it all. And at the end, I know you're saying about the Tommy stuff and all that, but you're rooting for him because there is a genuine attempt, a couple of attempts for him to get out. Just never fucking happens, but he realises with this bit of money he can.
Aye.
But the film finishes, or you think it's finished, and there's just one wee hidden scene in there. And it's fucking Spud.
Oh, aye, Spud. Aye. Rent and left Spud. $4,000. He's like, oh, that'll do.
His wee face. He likes me. That's my pal.
But see, a lot of like, renting thing, me, his addiction, it does like, go under the radar. Because obviously, right for the start of this, right, that's me quitting drugs. And then he's back on it. Then he's off it again. Then he's back on it. You know what I mean? All the way through the film. So it's like a never ending battle with addiction, isn't it?
Aye. And I suppose it, well, I know for a fact it always is, man, for whatever you're addicted to, but aye, it just needs an opportunity. He needs reason to get away from Glasgow and get a fresh start, and the money obviously gives him that. I seen a good couple of reviews, one of the best reviews. It was dead short and sweet about this film, right? And if you've not seen the film, this is it. It just says, Trainspotting is blending fun, action sequences, raunchy comedy, and bleak drama. Danny Boyle's 1996 film Trainspotting is one of the best dark comedies of all time. 27 years later, it's fascinating to peel apart the layers of the film that launched Danny Boyle's career, especially considering the scope of work that would follow. And he has. Danny Boyle's done tons of cracking shit since, hasn't he?
Aye, well, there you go. 28 days later, Sunshine. Was it Slumdog Millionaire and all that? I think that was all his.
Aye.
Just...
Dog days are over. Dog days are over. I love that Slumdog Millionaire and all that. Who wants to be a millionaire? He's dead now, that guy.
Is he?
Died of the cancer. He was in Jurassic World. Mr. Mizrani, the very first one. He was the guy who owned Jurassic Park and all that. So that's a nice thing to end on, isn't it?
Aye. I love coming here. It's a real laugh.
Aye. So tonight I'm going to watch Trainspotting 2. I've got it in there anyway because I've not watched that in a good long while. Would you get it out of 10, mate?
For me, it's a 10. It's a 10, mate. Everything's done right. Like I says, mate, it's a film I like and hate, and it's for the very reasons. You know what I mean? How can you hate and like a film if it isn't that good? You know what I mean?
And the fact it makes you feel both things. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I'm the same as you, mate. It's a 10. Because you're Scottish. It's fucking nothing to do with Scottish. It's the perfect fucking film. It's truth, realisation, comedy. drama, fucking, and as you say, mate, there's just this hate-filled realisation that a lot of it goes on to this day.
Huh? That's what I mean, mate. I think everybody knows somebody that's been affected, but up here anyway. Because I know at least, I'll say 20 to 30 people that are involved with this shit. So,
Jesus, there's people I went to school with that are no longer here because of it. Do you know what I mean?
that's
Which
it.
is scary. I'm not an old man. I'm older, but I'm not an old man. I'm only 45, fuck's sake. But I know people that have died in their 20s, and it's mental. It's horrible. It really is. But I still maintain that one day it will be legalised, along with a lot of other drugs, because the government needs the tax.
Aye.
Hash will be first.
Aye. Well, of course. But it's just this film, mate. It was a thing that had to be told, and they told it right, because they just couldn't go. They couldn't make it like Angela's Ashes and just go, "You depressed? Here's another scene to get more depressed." How? What's that? You want kicked in the balls? There you go.
Oh, mate,
Was...
do you know what? Yeah, I had just got that Angela's Ashes film out of my head. You've brought it all flooding back to me.
Mate,
You bastard.
I mean. See if they'd done it that way, you'd have been like, "Oh, this is fucking horrible. This is really horrible." And it's no entertaining. You'd watch it and you'd go, "Aye, okay, aye." But the fact that it's got comedy in it, it kind of. Plus, see what I was saying to you, like all the backdrops and all that. Like obviously in the houses, it's always like bright wallpaper. That time he's walking down the street, it's all the bright colours, see on the window sills and stuff. It's like a bright film instead of going dark and gloomy. Know what I mean?
And do you know what? There's 100 fucking films that are like that out there that are just wanting to drill the message. Doesn't work.
No.
If anything, this poster campaign done more for people no doing it than fucking they did doing it anyway. There's no glamour in heroin. Absolutely no glamour in heroin. Do you know what I mean? There's no glamour in any drug, mate, as we know.
No.
I don't know one fucking person that's a functioning success with an addiction. I really don't.
Exactly.
That's everything from alcohol to gambling to sex to fucking anything. I don't know any sex addicts right enough.
I was going to say that. Who's that boy? Is that boy with hip replacement?
Do you think you could go to one of their groups? I think they have groups like that. Just walk in.
Well, what's that one? Blades of Glory.
Who's that again? That's Will Ferrell.
I Will Ferrell that, but he's a sex addict.
That's right. Oh, Jesus. I've not seen that film in a million years, man.
Aye, just this film, mate. Everything about it. The soundtrack, the acting, the cast, the message, the comedy, everything. It was just Plus,
So
it's good to laugh at yourself anyway, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Know what I mean?
Definitely. So 20 out of 20. Can't say fair enough. We've done a few of them, but it's definitely deserving. What do you think, people? Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe if you will. We do appreciate it. Get on, we're featured on the platform X. I've gone, so fuck it, I'm just going to keep calling it Twitter. Instagram as well. And we're available Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere you get your podcasts, mate. We're there. Apart from iHeart, because that's American and they won't accept us, the bastards. Even though we do have some followers in America.
Aye. But yeah.
And if you've been listening to this, and you're from Edinburgh, like Ken, we're sorry, taking a piss at your accent and the like. We hardly done it, Christopher,
I'm not putting any of that shit into my mouth, I'll tell you that.
Sitting listening to this from Edinburgh, sitting there all biscuit erst. Right, folks.
Aye.
What?
And if you're watching the friendly today, may your team do well.
Oh, Scotland versus England tonight.
Aye. Playing the cousins south of the border there.
Aye, just be careful if you're coming up here for England and you're dressed like Edward the Longshanks. Just you behave yourself. Don't Don't stand in front of any fucking tall windies in front of Edward the Longshanks. Who is this man who speaks to me as though I need his advice?
Oh, just imagine it. Problem with Scotland is this full of Scots. I was sound like fucking Chris Eubank here.
Hello? Most excellent idea, sire. Is it?
Oh. Right. I think that does it, aye.
Aye. Cheery bye.
Bye.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just